boldest career moves don't look bold at the time. For me, that was stepping into incubation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Becoming the Product. I am Naya, your host as always, and today's episode is one I have been reflecting on a lot lately. You know how sometimes you make a decision that does not feel glamorous in the moment, but later it turns out to be one of the most strategic moves you've ever made? For me, that moment was becoming an incubation manager. It didn't come with a big title or global spotlight, but it gave me something more valuable: proximity to founders, to products, and the early stage of innovation. And that experience has become one of my biggest assets, especially as I shape my PMaaS offering for January 2026. When I joined NeedHub in Unilag as an incubation manager, I wasn't stepping into a conventional product manager role. I was stepping into a space where I had to wear multiple hats: supporting early stage founders, facilitating and moderating sessions, providing structure and clarity where there often wasn't any, and becoming a thought partner for people building their first products. At the time, I didn't fully grasp how powerful that role was. It felt different from what I had imagined product management to look like. But in reality, I was practicing some of the purest form of product thinking, helping founders to define problems, helping them prioritize the right things, and structure their journey. So working in incubation gave me front row seats to the startup ecosystem. I wasn't managing just one product. I had insights into dozens of products, founders, and business models. I am currently looking at what worked and what does not work and where the real pain points lay. And because I was constantly exposed to new ideas and challenges, my product thinking is actually growing good. The muscles are growing exponentially. Every founder's conversation is like a life case study. I will share many of these ecosystem lessons and reflections in my newsletter. So if you would love to hear or love to see these behind the scenes perspectives, the links is in the show notes. Another thing that surprised me the most is that early stage founders often focus on the wrong thing. Many of them don't have product managers. Some of them are obsessed with building features when they should be validating users. Others chase funding before they even have clarity on their core problem. And what I realized was I was stepping in as kind of fractional product manager without the title. My role wasn't to code or design, but to bring clarity, structure, and guidance. I would help founders prioritize, think through their business models, and design roadmaps that make sense. Sometimes it was through the workshop, sometimes it was through me finding someone to help them go through that thought. And this is exactly what inspired my PMaaS offer. I realized the huge gap. Early stage startups need product leadership, but they can't afford a full-time PM. And this is where I thrive, providing clarity, mentorship, and structure that unlocks that momentum. And honestly, I enjoy it. I love seeing the light bulb moments when a founder realizes, oh, this is the real problem we need to solve. Many of the templates and mini courses, the 2 mini courses I have built. So for the final point, here is where it all connects. At first, I did not think incubation was traditional product management. But now, as I design PMaaS for launch in 2026, I see it clearly. This was my validation lab. This is where I am currently testing ideas and understanding pain points, and will continue to refine my offer. PMaaS is not just a theory, it is actually built on everyday real problems I have seen founders struggle with. Lack of clarity on problem definition, overbuilding too early, no structured product thinking, no bridge between vision and execution. My incubation role positioned me as the translator between big ideas and strategic execution. And that is exactly what PMaaS would deliver. If you're curious about PMaaS, which is short for Product Management as a Service, or if you're an early stage founder and want to chat about your product challenges, my LinkedIn DMs are open. Soft launching conversations are part of my prep. So if you made a career pivot that did not look like a shiny promotion, don't underestimate it. That might just be the move that sets everything else in motion. For me, working in incubation has been that move. It shaped my perspective. It has refined my offers. It has given me clarity beyond and above the kind of impact I want to make. So a few things you can do is join my newsletter to get the behind the scenes stories of this journey. You can also explore my mini courses if you want to strengthen your product skills. And if PMaaS, product management as a service, sounds like something your startup might need, please send me a DM on LinkedIn. Just remember that your pivot isn't a detour. It might just be your superpower. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you got one or two things from this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week.